Welcome back to Snark and Spark. My name is Emily, and today is Flossmas Day 23. So I missed yesterday, the 22nd. But I'm here tonight. So yesterday, like I said, the 22nd was my older sister's. Eisenhower, no, was my older sister's birthday. I will move it. Dogs. Okay, there was something in his way, and he wanted me to move it, so I did. As saying, yesterday was my older sister's birthday, which is really exciting. We are 4 years apart. She turned, I had to do math. She turned 33, which is exciting. Yeah. But she is in Indiana, but we talked to her, wished her a happy birthday. I had given her her gift when we saw her in person, so she already had her gift from us. But I had to go to work yesterday, and I work like afternoons on Thursdays and Fridays, so I worked, and I had to pick up an additional hour this week that we broke over the 2 days, so an extra half hour yesterday and today. So I worked 11:30 to 5. And when I left for work yesterday, I left early because Winter Storm Elliott was moving in, and we had been looking forward to it all week kind of thing. Like, we'd been seeing the signs for it. We were watching the radar, and Wednesday night a little bit, Thursday morning it started, and we woke up to snow. Like, Wednesday night it started, Thursday we woke up to snow and wind, and it just progressively got worse. So I should preface, we are fine. Nothing is wrong. Like, we're good. Just the conditions have gotten worse where we are. I do live in Iowa. So right there in that Midwest, right in that path. And it's not that we got a lot of snow, because we really didn't. It's the wind. The wind is what is making it dangerous. So when I left for work Thursday, around 11, it usually only takes me about 15 minutes to get to work. It took me the full half hour to get to work. And that was with me driving very slowly, very cautiously, but also visibility was bad, because even though we didn't get a lot of snow, with the wind, it would pick the snow up and it was blowing. It was still snowing, but then what was on the ground was getting picked up and blown like sideways. So it was going everywhere. Yeah, sorry, excuse my nails. I broke these two, and then I broke this one. And all I have left are the anyways. Oh, Candy's chewing. Oh. If you've been watching with the saga of Kennedy, she has not chewed. This is the first time she's chewed since we brought her home. Oh, on Monday, so it's been like a full 5 days, and she's chewing. Yeah. Probably should chew on that side. She's chewing on the side with the wound, so it's probably hurting a little bit. It looks like there might be a little redness on the toy, but you're chewing. You got your toy. Yeah, you can come up. Hi, pretty girl. Look at that girl. Look at her. She's doing good. She's doing real good. You almost can't tell. All that's left of it is she's got like some red rawness, because her skin is dark. Like, she's got dark skin. So on this side of her face where she got bit, it's very pink. It's very bright pink and red. She's good. Anyways, so visibility was bad. I only saw 2 snowplows while we were out, and it really wasn't that there was a lot of snow, but what snow we did cover the ground. And so I work in a downtown area, and there are a bunch of one-ways. So we have like 3 lanes all going one way, and then of course we have 3 lanes going the other way, separated by a block. But you had to just know the width of the lanes and like your route, because you couldn't tell what lane was what. So I just kind of picked the middle, or got to one of the far sides, because I eventually have to turn. So I just stayed in one lane as much as possible. so it was not fun to drive in. Bryant was off Thursday and today, which was really nice, which ended up being for the best. And then, so I worked until 5. The roads were pretty clear by the time I got off work at 5, but they were becoming slick because it has stayed in the negatives, and then with the wind chill. So like earlier today, it was -5, but felt like -31 with the wind chill and everything. So very cold, freezing temperatures. And then I woke up this morning to 2 missed calls, one from my boss and then one from the building supervisor. And both of them were telling me that not to come into work today because where I work at a library, the library was closed. The director decided to close all of the branches because of the inclement weather, so to stay home, which was great because, again, it's not so much that it really didn't snow today, but with the wind. We have what's called ground blizzard conditions is what we were dealing with today, and it's just so cold. We're dealing with like frostbite sets in within like 20 minutes kind of temperatures. So stay indoors, stay bundled. Weirdly, like our dogs have been out like a max of like 3 times today. Not that we haven't tried to get them to go, but they just are like, nope. So it's like they went out this morning, and then they went out like this afternoon, and then they went out just a little bit ago, like after dinner. And it's like they're definitely holding all their business until they can't hold it anymore, and then they run out, go potty really, really quickly, and then run back to the door. So, like, we're not worried about having accidents in the house or anything. Like, they're really well trained, and they did signal us that they needed to go out for the evening, but because it's so cold, they probably won't go out again until like right before bed. And that's okay, because we'd rather them stay nice and warm and toasty. Are you tired again? So she gets all bundled up. We have a sweater for her, and then we have like a fleece lined, almost like blanket jacket that we then put over top of it, and it belts around her collar and around her waist. That goes on top because she is very, very thin fur. She has very, very short, fine hair, because of her breed. This dude, he's got more of a coat because he's part husky, but even this is like too much for him, so he's not having fun. He normally loves to play in the snow and will spend so much time out there, but this wind is not his thing. So even he is like, no thanks. So I stayed home today, which has been great. I stayed home and Bryant was off and Caden's on winter break. So we stayed home and had a very chill family day. We all kind of did our own thing since we'll be together again for the holidays so soon. But we watched some TV together first thing in the morning. I did my coffee. Today was Jack Frost fudge coffee. Caden had s'mores cocoa. We just hung out. We watched some Netflix together. We watched some shows, and then we all kind of went our separate ways at about lunchtime. We had like a really late breakfast, and then we had a really late lunch, and then an even later dinner. But we all just kind of we just chilled, had a very low-key, relaxed day, snacked on food, Bryant went to go on into the office and on his computer. Caden went upstairs into the playroom. I stayed down here. I watched YouTube, and I stitched, which is really exciting. Of course, I put it away, but I did hit 1,000 stitches on Peacock Biscornu. Honestly, whatever I showed you the last time, it looks basically the same. I just finished that dark blue color, and then I went back and actually used the same light blue that makes the swirls, is also part of the eye of the peacock. It forms the eye part right at the top of that dark blue section, which it really didn't look any different than the last time I showed it to you. But I did pull out, I did pull out this pattern here, which I just realized. A Storybook Halloween. So this is the 2021 Stitchonomy Halloween SAL. It was called Storybook Halloween, and it is supposed to be a book. I've just got it really stretched on my scroll frame. I worked on this today. I only had part of the red, so I finished this whole square, the red, the green, the stem, and then the background floss. And then I start on this one, and this is actually the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. So, and that actually is 200 stitches. Me finishing this and then getting to here is 200 stitches. Well, so I pulled this out for categories. This is my like longest since last worked on piece. And I need to do 400, so we're halfway there. I put 200 in it. And this is again one of those things where it looks so good. Wow. Like I'm holding it back here by my face and looking at it in the screen, and it looks really good. I'm very pleased with how, like, you sometimes do that thing where you're staring at it and you're like this close to it, right? So you kind of like, oh, whatever. But then you take a step back and look at it, and it's like, damn, I did that. That's how I feel right now. It looks really good. So another 200 stitches on this, and it will have met its goal for the category. It hit 1,000 stitches a long time ago. Can I help you, miss? She has been all about the warmth today, and he is on, that blue blanket he's on is actually my heated blanket, and it is on. It's on a very low setting. So yeah, they've taken turns laying on that blanket whenever I have not been using it. So I've just left it on for them, kind of thing. Left it on like that low number. And now she's loving this hoodie and getting some snuggles, mom snuggles. But so that was my Flossmas. There's my floss tube stuff. Today is low-key. I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Bryant is in the office, like I said, and he asked me to come in there and hang out with him. We continue to do our own separate thing, but like next to each other. So I'm gonna go do that. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I will record. Unfortunately, he does have to work tomorrow, but he gets off early, and then he's off for Christmas Day, which is really exciting. And then I am off until next Thursday. So I was supposed to work today, didn't happen. And then I'm off, so I am off. I was off today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm basically off a whole week, which is really exciting. It's just kind of the way it worked out. I only had to actually take one day off. I willingly took Tuesday off next week. And then the rest of it just kind of worked out where I don't work. So I get to be home, which is really, really nice. And I'm going to enjoy it. I think these next few days I will be stitching a lot more. I definitely felt my like stitchy bug come back today, and I enjoyed working on that. That's such a fun piece to stitch on. So I want to get my other 200 stitches on that, and then I want to get to 1,000 on Cathedral Woods Goddess. And then once I do that, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the time working on Hogwarts, Letters from Hogwarts, and see as far as I can get with that, and then just go from there. Yeah, I think in a different video, because this one's already going long enough, I will talk about my 2023 plans. Sorry about that. It cut my video off. It said I didn't have storage, so then I had to go do some things. I was about done anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna wait and do some 2023 plans in a future video. So I'm gonna wrap things up here, but today's Do Good December is to give or receive the gift of forgiveness today. And I think that is a very, very hard thing for a lot of us. It is something I struggle with certain people in my life. And so for today, I'm gonna tell you, if you can, that's wonderful. If you are not ready, that is okay as well. Everything has to happen on your time when you are ready. And usually when those big things that require forgiveness like that, you gotta do it on your time. So I wish you all well. I'll see you tomorrow. Do some good.